Good evening. How is everyone doing tonight? I'm glad that everyone is here. I know that being here is hard because a lot of you come from work, but you guys took that time, and I really appreciate that. Before we start, I will like to introduce myself. My name is Rose, and I am a licensed social worker. I have been working with supporting families, individuals, either on group or individual session with trauma. So this is trauma has been my special concentration, and today we are here to talk about trauma informed, specifically in the school. I would like to start by asking there is no right or wrong question, so everyone please feel free to express their opinion or why is trauma informed school. Okay, thank you. I did some research and I found that a trauma informed school system, kindergarten to 12th grade, is one in which all teachers, school administrators, staff, students, families, community members recognize and respond the behavioral, emotional, relational, and academic impact of traumatic stress on those with the school system. Oh, how trauma affects a student at school? They have difficulty concentrating. They always watching for danger even when none is present. So they always on that self-defense because all the things that they're going through, so they think more things bad will keep happening to them. They're usually isolated. They don't like to talk that much. They don't trust adults. Most of them, the performance at school is not the best one, even though they have a high potential to do very well. What are our childhood experience? Does anyone want to say what they think about this one? Great. Average childhood experience or ACEs are potentially traumatic events that occur in childhood serum from 70 years. Could be physical, emotional, or sexual abuse, neglect, witnessing domestic violence, and living with a caregiver who is mentally ill, incarcerated, or addicted. I would like to provide some quick facts and statistic. 3 in 4 high school students report experiencing one or more ACEs. 1 in 5 experience 4 or more ACEs. ACEs that were most common among high school students were emotional abuse, physical abuse, and living in households affected by poor mental health or substance abuse, which is something that I feel like is a calling for us, because most of the time I would include myself, teachers and many mental health professionals. Sometimes we had to be more concentrated of the reason why certain youth behave in certain way, why their grade drops down, why they're isolated, why why they don't trust an adult, what really is going on. We have to find out what is going on with them. It could be at home, within self, internally, at the school, because many of the youth, they how you see here these quick facts and statistic, many of you they are going through a lot of struggle, and that cause a lot of behaviors, negative behaviors at the school. And something that I have seen is that many teachers, they just do suspension. I want to ask you, what really we are doing by suspending the student from the school? We are sending the particular student home with the same problem, and he's gonna come back with the same problem, because the problem is not the behavior itself. There is something that's going on, and there's many students, I'm not gonna say all of them, but many of them trying to talk or say something with the behavior, the way that they're doing academically. They're trying to express something. So we have to find out. I know that for some teachers it might be hard if the student transfer for a different district, and they might think that the particular student is like that. But before we label a student, we have to find out how we can call the previous school district that the child was, to ask how the child was doing, and things to help us to help this particular student. Whether the child need help, need professional help, or just might be having a struggle and need one-on-one one-on-one help. Either or. Next, how I say, some risks are behavior, academic struggles, mental health, and physical. So we have to really pay considerate, how I say, the reason why a youth is behaving in particular ways. Because have you seen there's a lot of youth, a lot of children 0 to 17 going through a lot of trauma in the school, at their home, with the peers, and with them serve internally. Now with the technology, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of depression, anxiety, that a youth does not know how to handle it by itself. Action step. What school personnel can do right now? We can build relationship first. How? Saying good morning to the student, asking how they are doing, what their are plans for today, in order for them to feel to start to feel comfortable, and see that there is someone that care about them if they feel like no one care about them. Mental health support. I know that a lot of schools provide counseling, but we can do like workshops, similar, talking and addressing more on certain parts of mental health. Student voice. We can do, it could be once a month, every 3 months, or something. Could be seminar where the students, they have their own private space to express how they feel, what resources do they really need from school, instead of us providing resources of things that we think that will help them, but really it's not helping them. So we can do that as well. And parent engagement. Engage the parents in the healing process. Things that are working at home that might not be working at school, and to share those ideas so the child can be successfully in both at the school and at home. There are 6 principles of trauma, but today I'm going to talk about 2. Safety. It's not just about physical. We have to take care of our child emotionally and mentally. Empowerment. How can we empower them? By giving them leadership role in the school or in the communities. And there is a lot of many ways that we can do empowerment to our youth. As we end tonight, I would like everyone to remember that this is not just about the teachers, social workers. It is all about us, parents, community members, law enforcement, faith leaders. We all have to come together to work to build that resilience for our students. And I really appreciate for all of you being here tonight. And please remember that trauma-informed education doesn't require perfection. It requires awareness and compassion. Thank you.